Warm welcome to your own channel, that is Exam Norm. My name is Madhav Arora. I welcome you all in the next session. We call it as Finance Norm. It's a finance current affairs session where we cover all the important finance related current affairs, especially related to RBI, SEBI, and other regulatory bodies exams, so that you can write and answer all the questions belonging to these regulatory bodies in the different examinations. So, before I start with the discussion, may I have a reply in the comment section that I'm audible, visible? I hope my voice is clear. I know there is some issue with the voice, but my throat is still not well, because of which I was not able to take a session last time. But अब ज़्यादा देर वेट कर नहीं सकते, जब होना होगा ठीक हो जाएगा अपने आप. So just let me know if everything is fine. You can hear me, you can understand, and we are good to go. Just give me yes sir. If you haven't shared the link of this session, I would request you quickly share the link of this session with your friends, so that everybody is aware the session is live and they can join us. आज का जो सेशन है वो ज़्यादा फोकस्ड है to the phase 1 examination which is round the corner, and I have shortlisted some of the important finance current affairs from the past few days which can be asked directly in the upcoming examination to go. ठीक है, तो ज़्यादा लंबा सेशन होगा नहीं. It will be more of data delivery. It will be more of a session where I will be introducing the topics which can be asked in the examination. ठीक है जी, done है. I hope everything is fine. We are good to go. Just give me yes sir so that we can begin the discussion. Give me a thumbs up if everything is good so that we can begin. Okay, fair enough. So let's get started. So here we go with the first news of the evening. The first news talks about RBI's new proposals, and these proposals are basically related to printing of currency. I don't know how many of you are aware, but when in 2016 India witnessed demonetization, many of the news were coming out that India will be coming up with plastic notes. India will be coming up with plastic notes. Actually, these are the polymer notes which we generally witness in case of, if you have ever touched, if you have ever felt the Australian dollar or maybe Canadian dollar or maybe US dollar specifically, then you'll feel that there is some plastic like feeling when you touch those notes. Those notes are not very easily tearable. Those bills are more of polymer form rather than using I would say rather using the paper which is easily tearable. So keeping the same in mind, in 2016 RBI has changed the composition of the material which was used or which is still used to print the currency, but now RBI is thinking of to going more advanced in the same format, where RBI is planning to come up with a notes which will be termed as polymer notes. So let's talk about this particular news. Let's talk about this particular discussion. So in this particular case, we have the Reserve Bank of India is planning to introduce polymer, that is plastic banknotes, in India to address the rising currency demand and reduce printing and maintenance cost. Now, firstly, sir, on one side in India, the digital transactions are increasing. Majority transactions are done through a digital mode, but still we have witnessed that the circulation of currency or the currency in circulation is also increasing at a higher pace. Now, if currency circulation in the market is increasing, that means RBI has to print more currency. RBI has to reprint more currency as well. Reprinting means these soiled notes which are received by RBI, they are destroyed and then they are reprinted in the same denominations, and every aspect of printing or reprinting has a cost on the RBI's pocket, because RBI is going to print it, which will involve certain cost of printing. Not only this, it involves the cost of circulation and distribution as well. So if the notes, they are easily they are in a situation that can be easily soiled, then obviously the count of soil notes which are received by the banking system is increasing, and due to that particular increase, the reprinting of the currency is increasing, which is a burden, which is a cost bearing affair for RBI. So keeping that in mind, RBI is introducing or considering to introduce polymer banknotes, mainly because they have longer shelf life and lower production cost compared to the paper currency. Why? Because a paper ही बहुत महंगा है, it's coming directly from nature. But on the other side, if I talk about polymer, it is more of chemicals, which is easy to be manufactured, which is easy to be created. The best example is the paper bags which are available in the market, as well as the polythene or poly bags which are available in the market. Obviously, the paper bags are costly. So these notes, the polymer notes, they are more durable. They are resistant to wear and tear. It is not easy to tear them apart, and it help the reduce, or it will help in decreasing the count of soil notes, or it will reduce the disposal of damaged notes. So keeping in mind the currency in circulation, it has increased. A very important data you need to remember: the currency in circulation has witnessed an increase by 11.5%, which is around 42.86 lakh crore rupees as of 15th of May 2026, which has witnessed the strong cash demand despite of the digital growth. Now, printing cost has also increased. It has costed around 6,372 crores in the financial year 2024-25, which was around 5,000 or 5,100 crores in financial year 2023-24. If you check, it has almost increased by 1,200 crores. If you go in numbers or in the percentage form, it is around 22%. So 22% increase in expenditure is worthy to be taken care of, and that is the same reason RBI is considering of coming up with polymer notes. Around 23.8 billion notes, 23.8 into 10 to the power 9, which means 2380 crore notes, 2380 crore notes were disposed in the financial year 2024-25, and mainly were of 500 and 100 denomination. Along with this, the demand for 10 and 20 notes have increased, but their share remains pretty low, which means it's quite obvious their share is low at 0.7 and 0.8% respectively in value terms because of their lower denomination. That is quite obvious to understand. Now the question over here is limited use of coins, because coins, they are more durable, they have more shelf life in comparison to paper notes. But on the other side, there is a problem because these metal coins, they involve metals, and the rise in price of metals over the period of time, we have earlier witnessed that some of the metal coins, they have even crossed their face value. They have even crossed their face value, because of which many of the coins were melted, because the metal used for making them or minting them was higher than the value or their face value, because of which government has taken this consideration that the circulation of coins should be limited. So coin usage remained limited despite the efforts. Coin circulation has increased from 1.2 to 1.5 billion dollars, with 5 rupees coin forming the largest share, but still the economy cannot depend on it. And second reason is it's not very user friendly as well. For me, I don't know how you take it, but whenever I receive a coin from a shopkeeper, I always say, please change it into note, because carrying a coin is very difficult, because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to lose it. It's not the very first time that RBI is thinking of coming up with polymer notes. In 2012, RBI has already launched rupees 10 polymer notes, which was a pilot project, and it was launched in 5 cities. And later it was discontinued due to the technical issues as well as ATM compatibility problems. Now, earlier technology issues can be resolved, and they have been resolved, and ATMs are now processed polymer notes according to RBI sources, and therefore it is the right time to come up with polymer notes. And India will not be the first country to come up with this. Australia rather was the first country back in 1988, followed by Canada, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Romania, and many other countries. They have transferred, or they have, I would say, transitioned from paper notes to polymer notes. Now, let's check out the question. The question says, what is the RBI's main reason for considering the polymer banknotes? To stop UPI usage, it has nothing to do with UPI. To reduce replacement cost and improve durability, that is true. To replace coins completely, no. To print more currency for exports, very silly, I would say, the statement I have come up with. And to remove lower denomination notes, that's not the case. So the answer is only B option. So the B option says, the report says that RBI is considering polymer notes mainly because they last longer, they cost less to replace over the time, and they can help reducing the burden of disposing the uh, disposing of damaged notes. Now the question over here is, sir, these 10 rupee denomination polymer notes, they have been introduced. They have been introduced in the past. It's not the first time that they are being introduced, but when they were introduced in the past, when they were introduced in the past, they were introduced in the cities, in the five cities. So my question will be, the question is now on your screen. In 2012, 10 rupee polymer note were tested in how many cities? And it was tested in 5 cities. That is clear. That is clear. But now I have a question for you. And what does the question says? So can you name those five cities? Can you name those 5 cities? I'll give you an answer. So these 5 cities include Kochi. These 5 cities include Kochi, Mysore, as well as we have Bhubaneswar, as well as we have Jaipur, and the fifth city is going to be your homework. So take the screenshot. I want you to give me the answer. Name the fifth city in which these polymer notes were introduced in 2012 by RBI and you need to give me the answers. ठीक है जी, क्वेश्चन का आंसर बड़ा क्लियर है, दैट इज सी ऑप्शन इन 5 cities, that is correct, but name the city. So fifth city you need to find it out and you have to give me the answers in the comment section. I will be checking it out. Moving on to the next news. The next news talks about fintech sector preparing for safe harbor proposal. Now the first question is, what is this safe harbor? Safe harbor basically means certain provisions, rules, regulations, act which would protect licensed entities, the entities which are containing the license, from retrospective penalties or liabilities if they have complied with all the prescribed regulatory norms. It aims to reduce companies are not held responsible for misconduct committed by their clients or partners. तो अभी अगर मैं बात करूं हुआ क्या है, if I talk about the news, so the news is basically related to Fino Payment Bank CEO who was in news related to GST evasion cases linked to the third party merchants. So in the same way, many of the fintechs, they have witnessed the penalty as well as even they have witnessed the risk of losing their license, not because the fintech as an entity has not fulfilled the desired or required norms, but the problem is the fintech related clients, fintech clients or the fintech partners, they have done something wrong which is not accepted legally, and that effect or that retrospective impact has been witnessed on the fintechs. So keeping that in mind, RBI and the other organizations, they have come up with this particular proposal, and now finally this proposal has been given in a legal manner. It says that fintech and payment industry, which is led by the Payment Council of India, it's preparing a safe harbor framework to protect regulated fintech companies from penalties when they have followed all compliance rules. So the proposal is being drafted with the help of independent consultants, and obviously it will be submitted to RBI. Fintech firms argue that they already operate under the strict RBI regulations. They undergo audits, they follow KYC as well as due diligence norms. They believe liability should not automatically shift to companies when end merchants cannot be traced. So if you cannot trace the end merchant who has actually done something wrong, then that liability should not be shifted on the fintech, because fintech is registered as a company and its liability is again limited if it's providing the services, but those services are misused by its clients. For that misuse, fintech is not responsible to come up with the compensation. So keeping that in mind, this initiative has been taken, this decision has been taken, and the framework is being constructed by the Payment Council of India. It is being constructed by the Payment Council of India. What is the role of Payment Council of India? So it has engaged independent consultants to draft detailed framework outlining how safe harbor provisions can be implemented for payment system operators and fintech companies. If I take it to the international level, countries like Singapore, they have been studied as models for designing legal safeguards for fintech ecosystem. So India, or I would say PCI, will also study that, and then the framework for India will also come up. The concern in the industry is the sector is divided over how much responsibility companies should bear for irregularities committed by clients. कि भैया हमें तो अपनी जो कंप्लाइंसेस है उन्हें पूरा करने का ही समय नहीं मिल रहा, हमें तो उनसे ही छूट नहीं मिल रही, हम अब ये कैसे चेक कर लें कि कस्टमर को कैसे चेक करें, और अगर कस्टमर ने कुछ गलत किया उसमें हमारी क्या गलती, उसमें जो गलती है दैट बिलोंग्स टू द कस्टमर एंड इट शुड बी पेड बाय द कस्टमर ओनली. इफ यू कैन नॉट trace the end user, you should not charge the fintech for the same. You should not charge the fintech for the same. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear? The point is clear. Easy news. Okay. So apart from Fino Payment Bank, other fintech firms, they have also faced GST related investigations, increasing concern about regulatory uncertainty in the digital payment space. So now there will be a clear boundary constructed कि भैया अगर एक फिनटेक इन बाउंड्रीज पे जो भी नॉर्म्स है उनको फुलफिल कर रहा है, देन द फिनटेक विल नॉट बी चैलेंज फॉर एनीथिंग रॉन्ग व्हिच हैज बीन डन बाय इट्स पार्टनर्स और बाय इट्स क्लाइंट्स. दैट इज व्हाट इज बीइंग डन. So let's check out the question. What does a safe harbor proposal in this context aim to do? Is it aiming to ban all fintech audits? Not at all. Protect compliant licensed entities from penalties or retrospective action? True. Removes is RBI supervision from fintech? No. Replace GST laws? No. Stop merchant from joining payment platforms? No. So only to protect compliant licensed entities from penalties as well as from the retrospective actions. Got it? Take the screenshot for the next question. Take the screenshot for the next question, and I will be looking forward for the answers in the comment section. I hope it's an easy question. जैसी न्यूज है वैसा ही मैंने क्वेश्चन फ्रेम किया. Keeping in mind, if this question is asked, you will be in a position to answer it for sure. Going on to the next news. The next news talks about the RBI has taken a number of initiatives to trace and to recover the unclaimed deposits, where we have, can you name some of the initiatives which have been taken by RBI in the past? Can you name some of the initiatives which have been taken by RBI in the past for unclaimed deposits? RBI has come up with a portal. RBI has launched 100 days, I would say, program to do that. So tell me the answer. ठीक है, मैं बताता हूं एक एक करके अगर मैं इस पे बात करूं. So the first is which is still going on. The first is which is still going on. The first one is, we call it as accelerated. We call it as accelerated payout scheme. This accelerated payout scheme has been launched for 1 year, September 2025 to October 2025 to September 2026. This is basically to reduce the growing pool of dormant funds. RBI allowed the banks to claim financial payouts quarterly when they reactivate the inoperative accounts or disperse unclaimed deposits. Bank incentives have been announced. So what are those bank incentives which have been announced by RBI? So if Uh, the banks are rewarded based on how long the account has been inactive. If the account has been inactive up to 4 years, bank will enjoy an incentive of 5% of amount or up to 5,000. If the account is inactive for 4 to 8 years, then 6% of amount or maximum 10 years, 10,000, maximum 10,000, 8 to 10 years, 7% of amount, maximum 15,000, maximum 15,000. If the account has been claimed after 10 years, then bank will enjoy a benefit of 7.5% or max 25,000. I hope it's correct. I hope it is correct. Okay. Along with this, RBI has come up with Udgam portal. RBI has come up with Udgam portal. Even RBI has come up with Your Money, Your Right campaign. Your Money, Your Right campaign. Your Money, Your Right campaign. और आपकी पूंजी आपका अधिकार. और आपकी पूंजी आपका अधिकार. Anything else? ठीक है, I guess. इसके अलावा कुछ और याद आ रहा है? Anything else you can recall? Just tell me. Anybody can give me the full form for Udgam portal? Udgam portal stands for? Any idea? Sir, it stands for Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information. Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information. That is the full form for Udgam portal. Anything else which I can revise or I can add over here? I think that is all I have right now. इसके अलावा मुझे तो कुछ और अभी याद आ नहीं रहा. अच्छा, एक वो जो 100 डेज का कैंपेन था जो आरबीआई ने रन किया था, व्हाट वाज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कैंपेन? 100 डेज का एक कैंपेन भी रन किया था ना आरबीआई ने. उस कैंपेन का नाम क्या था? 100 डेज 100 पेज, है ना? 100 डेज 100 पेज. सो रिमेंबर दैट एज वेल. चलो, अब हम न्यूज पे आते हैं. लेट्स कम बैक टू द न्यूज. The Department of Financial Services, not RBI this time, this is Department of Financial Services, has launched Common Lending Portal to help citizens so that they can track and claim unclaimed deposits, unclaimed financial assets, which include bank deposits, insurance claims, shares, dividends, mutual funds in a single platform. I repeat, bank deposits, insurance claims, shares, dividends, and mutual funds in a single platform. So DFS Secretary M. Nagaraju has launched a new centralized portal that integrates multiple search facilities, allowing users to locate and claim their unclaimed financial assets more easily across different financial institutions. So the portal aims to improve citizen convenience by bringing all the financial services or asset search services under one platform and strengthening efforts to reconnect individuals with unclaimed money and investment. Reconnect individuals with their unclaimed money and investments. If I talk about the scale of unclaimed deposits, according to the Reserve Bank of India, bank has held around 67,000 crore worth unclaimed deposit, out of which 58,000 crore rupees of funds is lying unclaimed with the public sector banks and rest with the private bank. So the portal brings together the search facilities where you can identify your bank deposit, insurance claims, shares, dividends, as well as mutual funds in collaboration with Public Sector Bank Alliance. Along with this, RBI has defined that unclaimed deposits are those deposits which are not been operated for 10 years in case of saving or current account, or if it is a term deposit, if it is not, I would say, claimed within 10 years of the maturity, then also it will be termed as unclaimed deposit, and such amount is transferred into an account. We call it as DEF, which is Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, which is maintained by RBI, and RBI use that amount for financial literacy and for other initiatives with respect to the development of digital eco payment system in the country. ठीक है जी, तो ये है basic idea. I hope the entire news is clear to you. Now let's try to identify or answer the question. What is the main purpose of new DFS portal? To open new savings account? No. To sell insurance plans? No. To process tax refunds? No. To issue debits? No. Rather to search and trace unclaimed financial assets in one place. जब एग्जाम में ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा ना, वो इतना इजी लगेगा नहीं जितना इजी अभी लग रहा है, जितना इजी अभी लग रहा है वहां इजी लगेगा नहीं, बट यहाँ पे इजी लग रहा है बिकॉज वी हैव जस्ट रेड दैट न्यूज एंड दैट इज द रीजन यू आर इन अ पोजीशन टू आंसर इट इन appropriate manner. ठीक है जी, क्लियर है. चलो, मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट, and give me the answers in the comment section. Okay, done. Moving on to the next question. अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं क्या है. The next question is related to a report which has been presented. So according to the report by Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations, report by the Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relation, as well as the Process Center for Internet and Digital Economy, it has come up with a report according to which India has been ranked 5th most digitized economy in the world. I repeat, 5th most digitized economy in the world. India has overtaken several developed economies like Germany, France, Japan, Canada in the digital performance. So as per the latest announcement, India is the 5th most digitized economy globally, reflecting rapid progress obviously in digital infrastructure as well as its adaptation, its adoption and innovation across the sectors. In the chip index, there was one more index which was given. In that index, it was said, as per the chips index, connect, harness, innovate, protect, and sustain for artificial intelligence. I repeat, chips index, that is AI capability index. In the chips index, connect, harness, innovate, protect, sustain for artificial intelligence, India ranked 4th globally behind US, China, and Singapore. India is considered a very, I would say, it is considered go-to market for AI innovations all around the globe because India has world's second largest AI talent pool on the one side, and India has 26% of the global AI users. तो एक तो भैया हमारे पास टैलेंट है, सेकंड लार्जेस्ट AI टैलेंट पूल है, और दूसरा जो हमारे पास इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है वो है यूजर बेस, 26% of the global population, highlighting its a massive digital adoption base, and that is the reason AI related investment is still increasing in the country regardless of the fact that how global economy, how Indian economy is performing. So despite strong adoption, India lags in private AI investment and compute infrastructure, limited full-scale AI development and deployment. Rather, we are major user rather than creator or generating the AI. So India has moved from 8th position to 5th position in the CHIPS Combined Digitalization Index, reflecting gains in connectivity, adoption and digital infrastructure. On the standalone AI index, India has been ranked 4th. तो अगर मैं सिर्फ standalone AI index की बात करूं, India is 4th. बट अगर मैं बात करूं India in terms of combined digitalization index, India is on the 5th rank in terms of 5th most digitized economy. So the report has a bigger message which says that while developing countries in the world, they have 72% of the global AI user, and India is having the second largest concentration of AI talent after US, and it accounts for nearly 1/5 of the global, I would say 1/4 of the global AI users, 1/4 of the global AI users. But इससे सिर्फ फायदा ही नहीं है, इससे कुछ चीजों पे नुकसान भी है. There are some points we need to worry about. So the report also highlights a structural risk. Compute infrastructure and large language models, they remain concentrated in a small number of countries and firms. ये बड़ा important है कि सर जो infrastructure and large language models हैं, they are still concentrated in small number of countries and firms. That means many countries, including India, they are strong users. They have the talent, but still they depend on external ecosystem for the most advanced AI production layers. So that is one thing which is a point of worry, which is being taken care of, and the initiatives have been taken by the government to overcome this. What was the latest initiative taken by Government of India in this regard? We have discussed that initiative in our annual report as well. We have discussed, or we have termed, or I have clearly mentioned that initiative in RBI's annual report as well. Can you give me the answer? Anybody? सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन नहीं, कुछ और, समथिंग एल्स, समथिंग एल्स. लगभग 12,000 करोड़ रुपए का फंड एलोकेशन है उस पे. Any idea? India AI Mission, which is a comprehensive initiative launched by Government of India to build robust artificial intelligence ecosystem in the country, and it is known as India AI Mission. India AI Mission. I hope you remember that. इसमें we have AI startup financing, we have India AI data sets platform, that is AI Kosh, we have AI India AI future skills. All these initiatives have been taken under the same. I hope now you can recall it is around not 12,000, sorry, it is around 10,000 crores, 10,372 crores, 10,372 or 76 crores, what I can recall right now. And we have discussed the same. We have discussed the same in RBI annual report as well. Yes or no? RBI में हमने म्यूल हंटर की बात की, ठीक है, लेकिन मैं तो AI मिशन की बात कर रहा हूँ. That was India AI mission only. So remember that, that is important. चलो, moving on to the next, we have a question. According to 2026 SIDE report, India ranks what on the standalone AI index? If I talk about the standalone AI index, what is the rank of India? हाँ यार, ये क्वेश्चन भी मैंने आपको होमवर्क दिया था ना. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ माइनस साइन इन फ्रंट ऑफ ट्रेजरी बिल्स? किसी को आंसर मिला क्या इसका? किसी को आंसर मिला क्या इसका? एनीबडी गॉट द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन? Anybody got the answer to this particular question? Answer is fourth option. अभी तो पढ़ा हमने. So SIDE report means State of India's Digital Economy. State of India's Digital Economy. Answer इसका होगा fourth option. That is C option. That is fourth rank. That is correct. Repaid more than issued. Repaid more than issued. You are on the right track. Harsh Gupta. Anybody else? Anybody else? चलो आज का टाइम और ले लो. आज का क्या, दो घंटे और ले लो. आज जो हमारा आरबीआई सर्कुलर है उसमें इसमें उस सेशन में इसको बता दूंगा. अच्छा, एक चीज और बताऊं. आज हमारा जो आरबीआई सर्कुलर है दैट इज फॉर द मंथ ऑफ मे. एंड यू नो दिस वेरी वेल दैट मे मंथ इज रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. keeping in mind your upcoming examination. If you have revised May month, it's fine. If you haven't revised this May month, do you need some time that after this class you can revise the entire May month, and once it is done, then we have a revision session. That means we have two options, either to go with the revision session at 7 p.m. and second is at 9 p.m. If you are eager that you will be going through with the weekly PDFs or the daily PDFs to cover your RBI circulars thoroughly, and then you want to sit for a revision session, then I can conduct this revision session at 9 p.m. But the request is I want huge number of students to be present live. If you have revised it in the given timeline, then you should be present live and you will be able to solve the question. Bolo, 9 p.m. kar le? Okay, then we'll do this session at 9 p.m. So today at 9 p.m. you have almost 3 hours, and in 3 hours you can easily revise 1 month RBI circular. So revise it. Today at 9 p.m. we will be solving MCQs based on the same news, that is based on the same news or based on the same topic, that is RBI circulars. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, we'll connect at 9 p.m. Fair enough. Chalo. Take the screenshot for this question, guys. Take the screenshot for this question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope it's done. So I will be witnessing, or I will be waiting for your answers in the comment section, and I'll catch you today at 9 p.m. with the coverage of all the May month circulars, RBI circulars at 9 p.m. Thank you so much for joining. We'll catch you in the next session. Bye-bye. Take care. Good luck. And your PDF of this session will be available on our Telegram channel, and the next session will be at 9 p.m. May monthly PDF, I'm still creating it. Grav, if you're asking for the course material, but it will be provided by EOD, and I will be conducting the revision session, which you can cover obviously from none other than your daily PDFs which have been provided to you. ठीक है जी, क्लियर हो गया पॉइंट, समझ आ गया, if it is clear, everything is fine, just give me yes sir so that we can conclude. Okay, catch you soon guys, bye bye, take care.